This is the Southside School of Financial Freedom Watchlist and Market Report for the week ending April 9th, 2022. Our question this week is, what is the petrodollar? The answer will be provided later in the video. This week, the market ended lower. The Dow Jones Industrial Average increased 0.4% on Friday, but was down minus 0.28% for the week. The S&P 500 decreased minus 0.27% on Friday and was down minus 1.27% for the week. The Nasdaq decreased minus 1.34% on Friday and was down minus 3.86% for the week. Looking at the week, we can see that there were 7 up finishes versus 8 down finishes for the major indexes. On Monday and Thursday, all 3 major indexes finished up. On Tuesday and Wednesday, they all finished down. And on Friday, the Dow Jones Industrial Average finished up, while the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq finished down. The new unemployment claims were 166,000 versus 200,000 expected. Mortgage demand plunged more than 40% from a year ago. The 30-year fixed mortgage rate climbed above 5%. The 10-year U.S. Treasury yield rose above 2.7%, a 3-year high. Twitter shares rose over 27% after it was revealed that Elon Musk has an almost 10% stake in the company and he is joining the board of directors. And the U.S. Federal Reserve announced that it would reduce its balance sheet by $60 billion in U.S. Treasuries and $35 billion in mortgage-backed securities. New unemployment claims, a dramatic drop in mortgage demand, the increase in the 30-year mortgage rate, the 10-year U.S. Treasury yield rising above 2.7%, Elon Musk joining the Twitter board, and the U.S. Federal Reserve announcing that it would reduce its balance sheet are all news. And news drives the market, good and bad. Day-to-day predictions on whether the market is going to go up or down is virtually impossible because predicting the news is impossible. However, the market is rigged to go up. It does not go up every day, but the market will generally go up over time. Stock prices move in a random fashion. They go up and down with an upward drift. The market will continue to go up because the powers that be want the market to go up. While there are many powers out there, the top 5 powers that be are the Federal Reserve, big financial institutions, big corporations, the President, and Congress. These 5 entities will do what they must to drive the market higher. Now we are at our question of the week. What is the petrodollar? The petrodollar or petrodollars are crude oil export revenues denominated in U.S. dollars. As a result of a deal signed between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia in 1973, Saudi Arabia agreed to accept for payment U.S. dollars for Saudi oil sales. Other oil producing nations also agreed to accept U.S. dollars for oil sales. Today's most oil-producing nations accept the U.S. dollar instead of other currencies for crude oil sales. So, any country that wants to buy crude oil must first obtain U.S. dollars. They use their U.S. dollars to buy crude oil on the international market. The fact that crude oil sales are conducted in U.S. dollars puts a high demand on the U.S. dollar, making it the world's #1 reserve currency. Countries end up paying for other commodities, goods, services, and investments with U.S. dollars as well. The higher demand for crude oil, the greater the demand there is for U.S. dollars, and the better it is for oil-producing corporations like Exxon and Chevron. Do you own any oil-producing corporation stocks? Do you own any stocks at all? If not, why not? Is it because you do not understand anything about the stock market? Well, it was not taught to you in school. However, if you ever want to learn how to get wealth and income through the stock market, you are going to have to teach yourself. You must RSI. Read, save, and invest. Formal school taught you how to read, but society and the powers that be discourages you from reading, especially books. School taught you to be a worker. They did not teach you how to be an investor, nor did they teach you how to be a critical thinker. And they taught you absolutely nothing about the U.S. financial system. You can learn how to be an investor if you simply start reading books about investing, books that you can borrow from the library for free or buy cheaply online. It is not difficult to learn how to be a passive investor, which is what most people should do. Check out this list of recommended books on the books page of the Southside website. These books and others like them will not tell you which direction the market is going to go, but you can learn how to make money in the market no matter what the market does. I don't know which way the market is going to go on a daily basis, and I don't care. I trade the market as it is, not as it should be. I take what the market gives me, whether it's going up, down, or sideways. How do I do that? I apply the Southside strategy. You can learn more about the Southside trading strategy at southsideschoolofinancialfreedom.com. Here is the Southside trading watch list from the week ending April 9th, 2022. I trade at least 3 of the stocks on the list every week. The strongest performer on the list this week was Pfizer Incorporated, ticker symbol PFE in the second column. It increased 6.98% for the week, and it was up 0.02% on Friday. Pfizer Incorporated discovers, develops, manufactures, markets, distributes, and sells biopharmaceutical products worldwide. It offers medicines and vaccines in various therapeutic areas. Looking at a summary of results, you can see that Pfizer has actually decreased minus 6.57% year to date. I did not trade Pfizer this week, but I have generated cash flow from it in the past. Whether a stock goes up or down, you can generate cash flow from it. Whether you own a stock or not, you can still generate cash flow from it using the Southside strategy. The Southside trading strategy involves trading for weekly cash flow, that is, trading for income. SPY is shown at the bottom of the third column. SPY is the S&P 500 ETF. This is the benchmark I compare my trading performance to. My objective is to beat the S&P 500 index while at the same time generating cash flow. Most professional money managers do not consistently outperform the S&P 500 index. They usually lose and lose badly to the index. Thus, most investors and traders should just invest in or trade a market index fund or ETF like SPY. What do you do? Do you beat the S&P 500 index? Do you have a watch list? What is your investing and or trading strategy? How well do you do against the S&P 500 index ETF SPY? Let me know in the comment section. Are you willing to share your strategy? The Southside portfolio is not outperforming the S&P 500 index ETF SPY. The Southside portfolio is down minus 11.88% versus minus 5.77% down for SPY, a difference of 6.11%. The Southside is losing to SPY by just over 6%. The primary reason the portfolio is losing is the Southside is heavily invested in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is trying to climb out of a bear market. Will it continue to bounce back in 2022? Stay tuned to find out what happens to Bitcoin and subsequently what happens to the Southside portfolio, because we will remain heavily invested in Bitcoin. The portfolio is 84.73% in a Bitcoin trust. Equities, including puts, calls, and ETFs, make up 4.21% of the portfolio. Cash is 11.06%. The cash flow generated for this week was 0.76% of portfolio account value. The account value changed by minus 6.85%. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 ETF SPY changed by minus 1.18%. I sold option contracts on 2 positions this week, 1 call and 1 put. That ranged from $226.71 to $404.05. You can get more details, including the total dollar amount of cash flow for the week, on the website southsideschoolofinancialfreedom.com. Check out past videos for other questions of the week. They are listed in the description section. Please like, share, and subscribe.